Hey, good evening. I want to continue a conversation that I've been having about my favorite concepts of leadership. I previously talked about how I just love the fact that leadership is about doing the right thing. And I contrast that with management, which is about doing things right. And I just love the idea that leadership is an influence relationship among leaders and followers that intend real changes that reflect their shared purpose. So I want to talk briefly tonight about real changes. I'd previously talked about relationships and made a few videos on that, so I want to talk tonight about real change. And change is a huge topic. We could talk for hours, if not days, about change, but let me just leave you with a few thoughts. Don't change just for the sake of change. You're going to wear your people out if you do that. But make sure that you can make the strong case for change. What I call the business case for change. You really need to articulate that clearly, why we need to change. And your people should see that rationale for change in your shared purpose. I mean, that should be part of why you need to change, is to further your shared purpose. So wherever you are in your organization, you can be thinking about change in two ways. How can I make better the things that we're already doing? How can we constantly improve our current practices, routines, procedures? I think there's always room for improvement in what you're doing. And leadership takes us through that. And the other way to think about change is what's called discontinuous change. What are we not doing today that we need to start doing, or we're going to put ourselves in jeopardy? Or what are we doing today that we're doing wrong, and unless we totally change the way we're doing it, we're going to find ourselves in competitive peril? Or what are we doing today that we just have to stop doing because something about it is just not right? That's an entirely different type of change, a deep change, and a much more difficult type of change. But I would tell you that wherever you find yourself in the organization, as a leader and a follower, with a title and position, with authority, without authority, whenever you're thinking about how you can improve what you're currently doing, or what needs to be done that's not currently being done, you're practicing leadership. And so the leadership question is, what is the right thing for me to do today to further this change which reflects our purpose? So that's what you need to think about, and then once you think about it, gosh, you got to go do it, because leadership is not just about getting the concepts right, it's about acting, taking action. Okay, so just briefly talked about real change today. Hope it was helpful. Again, change is a huge topic. You could talk for days about it. So again, I appreciate your comments. Leave me your thoughts at the end of this blog post, and have a nice evening.